Good afternoon, crafters. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to make a shaker card and then I'm going to probably make another card or do some die cutting or something. I don't know. And chit chat and stuff, but I'm going to make a shaker card. Let me get it pulled up over here and I'll give people a chance to come in if they want to come in. So go to view my channel. I can't go into StreamYard with this phone and see the comments and things because I get a really bad echo. Otherwise, I would like show you guys me, but all right. All right. Like my nails need to be redone, y'all. I think it's time to paint my nails. So, all right. Well, let's share it. How about we do that? I'm a little earlier than. Let's say, come craft with me. Come craft with me. Come craft with me. Put on my do not disturb because I don't want no noises and stuff. Open up the chat. Turn on all messages. There we go. All right, y'all. Let's get started. So I went ahead and I cut the circle that I'm going to put the sentiment on. And I stamped, colored, and die cut the little chicken. And I cut out a frame. Uh-oh, where'd I drop that at? And then I got some acetate here that'll go on that frame. We'll take some foam tape and I cut out this little thing. It's just going to help me line things up on here. So, all right. And then I have different shaker bits. I think these are what we'll use because I think those will show up best. But we might use some other. I have some others that I'll show you also. All right. The first things first is I've got the a card mat. I don't have the actual card base. I'll put it on a card base later or whatever. But I got the card mat. I got the little piece that's going to be the background inside the shaker window. And then, as I told you, I have the acetate. I'm going to go ahead and put the acetate on the frame that I made. And I just used these Lawn Fawn rectangles to make a frame. Just easy, simple, easy peasy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, let's get our tape. I just had my tape sitting right here for me to use. Find easy. And of course, there it is. I know I had it sitting right there so I could find it. There it is. There it be. All right, let's move everything to the side over here. Let's just put our tape down. Okay, that's coming from the inside. I don't want that. I don't want that side of it. I want the outside tape. I want the outside tape. So I'm just going to put this just like that. And this is going to be for the acetate to stick to. I want to make sure the acetate covers the entire window here. And then like that. Denise, good morning again. Or good afternoon. Not good morning, good afternoon. Were you able to get some sleep today? Did you work last night? I'm going to make a shake. Good morning, Melissa. Good afternoon, Melissa. It's morning where you're at. It's afternoon here. Hello, 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 everybody. So I'm making a shaker card. I cut out the frame. I've already colored and cut the little chicken. And I got all this stuff here that we're going to put it together with. So I'm starting off with something that should be fairly quick. So for people who don't like to sit for a whole hour, 2 hours, or whatever it takes me to do this kind of stuff, they'll kind of get a quick fix. You know, all my chatting and everything. Try to give something to everybody. People who want to hang and chat and talk, and but also people who just want to see a card made. You guys know what I'm talking about. I know I go to some people's feeds sometimes and I'm like, I don't want to hear all the jibber jabber. But it's usually on a day that I'm not feeling that great or something. And it's like, I just want to see how to make a card, certain style card or something, you know? And here I am jibber jabbering. I'm a jibber jabberer. I don't know why I don't like other jibber jabberers, because I'm a jibber jabberer. That's the word of the day, jibber jabber. If we had a drinking party, I would be drunk already from all the times I said it. All right, and I'm just going to take this acetate and I'm just going to lay it down. Just try to make sure I'm inside the... I don't know why I'm having a problem seeing this. And there we go. And it should be on the... Yeah, all right, there we go. So now it's all on the inside there. I've got that, right? Now to make this easy, what I'm going to do is, so the card mat, the card's going to be a landscape card, so I'm going to have the card turned like this, right? I'm going to take this piece here. It was a frame cut out so that it would fit perfectly. I'm going to glue this down. I had to put some pink glittery paper in. Did I use this paper the last time I made a shaker? No, I don't remember. But, all right. The reason I used glue this time and not tape in case I have to move it. All right, let's line this up. Let's put this up against those lines. Try to be straight as I can. If I wanted to be super straight, I could take a T-ruler. I like this T-ruler because it hooks onto the edge of the card. I don't know why I peeled the backing off of... Oh, I know why, because I stuck the acetate down. Right about there. That looks about right. That should be straight. It doesn't look straight. It doesn't look right to me. I can't use a T-ruler, guys. I'm not a T-ruler user. I'm an eyeballer. I have to eyeball things. There we go. There, that looks better to me. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some foam tape. And I'm going to go 3 deep here. That should be about for the... Yeah, 3 deep will be perfect for the frame. So I'm going to line it right up against that right there. I'm going to make a well, is what I'm going to do, on the outside of this, because that's going to be where my little bits are going to be. Okay. Oh, that one was 4 deep, not 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Oh, 3 should be fine also, right? Right. So we're going to take this right all the way up to the edge like that. And I want to make sure that it's lined up right on the outside. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. They're perfect size for this. Perfect size for this. She was off last night back at your daughter's house. Sick baby. Oh, taking tonight off. Oh, well, I hope the baby feels better quickly. Hope it's nothing serious. All right. And then we're just going to line this up like that. And then we're going to put some here. And this one, we're going to go 3 deep also. But we're only going to come in here like this. Love is in the air. That commercial's in my head. All right. And you know what? I'm going to take these right here that I got. These little ones. Just because I want to make sure. Nope. That's going to stick out too far. So we're going to trim a little bit off of these. We're going to trim some off. We're going to go just like that. There we go. I want to make sure that there's nowhere for these things to escape. My fingers don't like to do this kind of stuff. Can y'all tell? It's easy stuff, and my fingers. It's easy peasy stuff, and my fingers don't like to cooperate. So I'm going to push that up all the way up against because I want to make sure there's nowhere for that stuff to escape. And right beside it. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. Even though I know this one's not going to escape, it's kind of building it up to make sure that the corner there. I'll just put that one like that. Just to keep it sturdy and steady. There we go. It's the hardest part of this whole card. That's the hardest part, y'all. I'm just going to take my scoring tool and I'm just going to burnish all this down so that they're there good. That'll also help you with the release paper when you go to release it. This release paper releases real easy though, so just go. Cockatoo, where are you? Just, oh, wait. Well, get them. We're going to go ahead and do it because I don't want to be pulling on them when I'm doing my shaker bits. The least amount of movement, the better. Oh, I should have left them on and I should have done the anti-static powder to help them slide in there. But that paper's slick, so that they should slide fairly easy. They should slide fairly easy. And I made a couple more of those playing cards last night. I have a feeling I'm not going to end up making a whole deck. I think a couple was enough, and I'm like, okay, I'm over them. And I want to make a different kind of card. I made myself a good hand, and that's it. So how is the weather in Idaho and Missouri? Those watching the replay, I'm asking that because that's who the people in my chat are. That's where they're from. That's where they're at. I think I said the cities, the states, right? There we go. All right. Now, I can use the black and whites. I think they'll show up good. Or I could use these. They're a little tall, so they're gonna, I'd have to double up my foam, and I don't want to do that. Or we can just use these. I think we'll just use these. Yeah, we'll use these because they'll show up good. Use these flat pink and main ones because, well, I like the flat kind, the confetti style. All right. So I was trying to tell you last time I made a thing, if you've ever taken sequins and dumped them into a big plastic container, they pop and dance around, and it's freaking hysterical. That's how when I used to have to fill these packages. All right. And I want a good amount in there because I want them to shake, 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 senora, shake, da 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 da, shake, shake, shake. I want you to see the shaker bits, and I think you'll be able to. I think you can see them really good over the pink glitter paper. I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, now, because I got, look, they're sticking. Get off there. Now I just got to take this, and I got to try to see what I'm, come closer to myself. Got to line up my frame. There we go. That's the easy way to make a shaker. You just make the well and put it in. And there we go. We got the shaker bits. This time you can see the shakers. And then, where'd that chicken go? Buck, 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 buck. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Buck, Buck? That's for the sentiment. Where'd my chicken go? He was waving. There he is. He was waving, doing hand signals, man. He's doing hand signals. And then we're going to put him right there. So I'm going to go. What did I do with the foam tape? I'm not even going to put foam tape on him because he's going to be on here enough that he don't need foam tape. I think that'll support him just fine. So I'm just going to put some glue on him. And then we have to stamp a sentiment onto the circle. Go. And then we're going to stamp something on this. So we're going to take this right here. We're going to put that right there. I'll do it up in the top corner so you guys can see better, even though it's. Let me see something, guys. trying to see if I have a darker color embossing powder sitting right here beside me. I don't think I do. I don't think so. Because I was going to do some heat embossing. But I don't think red would work. I think red would look bad with my color scheme. That's glitter. That's not heat. All right. Let me go around the table and grab an embossing powder. I'll set that there for the placeholder. So I'm on the other side of the table now. and I'm going to find my black embossing powder. Found my platinum ring one. But it's like, where's my black? There's sterling, alabaster. There's some raven. Raven should be black, right? Trying to find my. Huh. That's all right. We can use the raven. We can use the raven. It's really old, so the sticker is discolored. When I first started out stamping and everything, I had bought a sample pack of Brutus Monroe embossing powder, and it came in these little bottles, and this stuff will last forever, especially when you don't use it. Especially when you don't use it. So now I got to find my embossing ink. It shouldn't be that hard to find. And this is what I'm going to do. As I find what I'm looking for. So I'm going to use the VersaFine Clair Twilight, because if any bits of the embossing powder doesn't stick, I won't have white underneath it. So I'm going to use that dark Hyperink instead of my Versamark. And in that way, so what I need to do is I need to find my anti-static powder. And I have two different kinds. I have Pink and Main and I have Tailored Expressions. And I like both of them. They both work well. But my vision, it's easier for me to see the Pink and Main one. So you push that down like that. And this is one of the things I have in the pile for giveaway. I have an extra one of these. Put it on my hand to make sure it's coming out of the thing. Just put it on there. See, I can see it. It's probably too much on there, but I can see it. And so I know it's there. When I can't see stuff, I don't know if it's there. All right. And the stamp I'm going to use comes from the chicken set that I used. And it's going to say, sometimes you just have to say cluck. Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh, cluckety cluck. We're just going to lay that right there, because that's probably about middle. I'm going to pick it up. Oh, it's time to clean your Misty. I finally took the heat tool to my magic mat. So it's not all crazy anymore. For now, it'll get that way. All right. And then I'm going to take the VersaFine Clair. I've had this ink forever. I'm telling you, when I first started out in 2017, is when I bought this, when I was still working. Oh, why did I do that? Did you see what I just did? Okay, I'm not pushing it all the way because I really don't want more stuff. But, all right. And I'm going to ink it up. And that powder could be blocking, so I'm going to ink it up a couple times just to make sure the powder is not blocking the ink from going on the paper. See how it's a darker color? It's a blue. It's like a midnight blue or something. Well, it's called Twilight. Oh, that's still not getting on there good. I may have to move that magnet. I'm scared if I move the magnet, though. Let's do some CPR. 1, 2, 3, 1. Shake, rattle, and roll. Da-dum, dum, dum. Okay, there's something on my stamp. Let's just wipe the stamp off. That way, if there's any of that powder picked up on there, we'll just wipe it off. Now we'll re-ink it and do it again. So re-ink it and do it again. Play it again, Sam. I say that a lot, don't I? Play it again, Sam. I'll be sitting here at the table talking and stuff, and my little girl, my little DOG, my Doge, my DOG, she'll be looking at me like, who are you talking to? She's like, Mama's lost her mind. She's just talking away to the table. My mother would say, Linda's talking to the furniture again. I want to make sure it's good and inked because I want to make sure it embosses good. This is really old embossing powder too, so. And hopefully you'll be able to see the magic when it happens. All right, that should be good. So now we're going to pick this up carefully. We're going to wipe this off. I'm going to put this back over here. Get the Misty out of the way. Get us a scrap paper or a something. I don't know what I was making with this. Oh, we're going to be making one of these. I was doing the measurements to figure it out. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to dump some Raven embossing powder. Did I just knock all the powder off? I don't think my powder's sticking to my ink, yo. Or it is, and I just am not noticing it. I can notice that better. All right. I think it's on the words. I can't tell, yo. That's how bad my eyes are. I can't tell. Now, if you have a super, super fine brush, you could go like, if you wanted to go in between and clean up, you could, but I'm not going to mess with it because I'll mess it up. You know what? Let me refresh this because nobody's said anything in a while. And I want to make sure that I'm not missing any comments. I'm going to get my heat tool out too while that's reloading. Okay, I'm not missing anything. Everybody's just quiet right now. They're just quiet. All right, loud noise. I don't think my camera will tone down the noise, so it won't take us long though, because it's a little thing. Oh, you weren't here. That's why you weren't chit chatting. I was like, everybody's quiet. Might have been quiet though, because I was like, I don't know. Denise is at her daughter's house with a sick baby, so that's why she's not so chit chatty. All right, now normally I wouldn't do this with metal freezers because the freezers can get hot, but I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna do this so you guys can see it. If you guys can see it melting. I don't know, it. I think I got it good. I think I got it. There we go. I think it worked. I think so. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let that cool for a second. Let it cool for a second. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to brush it off like that. Get the excess anti-static powder off of it. Now see, I don't know if you guys can see, but if there's any little specks, that's because I didn't brush it off before I did the heat emboss. But I think it, you see how shiny that is? For those that haven't watched any heat embossing. All right. Because of the chicken being white with the black outline is why I went with the black and white. The card's a little bit on the plain side though still. But let's go ahead and put some glue down. And our card mat is finished. It's just that easy to make a shaker card, guys. And you just pop it on a card base. Just like that. Quick, easy peasy. Easy peasy and breezy. Do, 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 do. It looks so cute, right? I thought so too. And look, you can actually see the shakers this time. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your shaker card. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your shaker card. Shake it in the morning, shake it at night, shake it in the new time, all right. Okay, don't ask. I don't know. Don't ask me what's going on in my brain. I don't even know. All right. Now I have some more chickens I've colored. So that was kind of quick, right? How long have I been on? Only a few minutes, I'm assuming, right? It don't tell me. Let's see if we can make another card. See if Linda can make 2 cards within an hour. What? Oh, wait. So you guys remember the live the other day? We made this card and we made this card, right? So we made those guys. So then I have made this card and this one. So now I got 2 pairs, ace high. What? No, I got 1 pair. I got a pair ace high. I'm missing a card though for my poker hand. I'll make me another king and then I'll have 2 pairs ace high, or I'll do 2 aces. Would it be king high then? I don't know. But so these are the chickens I added to those. So now we have a whole chicken scene for our playing cards. So there's our deck. And I didn't like these fat guys, so I just drew them in the birds in thin this time. Look at that guy. Look at that hefty guy. So there's our cards. Oh, we got a good hand. We got a king, queen, ace. Yeah. Or a pair of queens. All right. Where are we going to put them at? Where are we putting it at? All right. So I have some more chickens here. Don't ask me. I'm just looking at things. I'm moving things around. This one's going to go on a playing card because I rounded a corner so it could go in the corner of the card. Like that. That's even cute with the other chicken on it. But anyway, I digress. Is that what they say? Is anybody watching the Karen Read trial? Hey, look, we got some little glitter. We didn't put gems on the outsides of this one. I got some glitter gems and I got some black and white enamel dots. And I got these gems. And I got these. What about these? Put a couple of these just for a little extra glitz. Doesn't really need any glit, but let's pull these out and see. Okay, fingers cooperate with me. I was in a live this morning where Denise is in that cruising community, Melissa, and Denise is in there. And I told Melissa, I said, Denise, catch. And I posted a whole bunch of popcorn like Hawaii would do. It's like, oh, she's starting to influence me. How about like just three little there, or should I put them on the outside? I think I should just leave the white alone, right? Just put the three right there. I think that's what I'll do. Said that looks so cute. I think I said thank you to that already. So put one here. One there. And one there. There we go. Kind of sticking with the black and white theme. All right. Let's get us another card base that I've already got cut out right here. Card mat. And let's see, what do we want to do for our chicken? I wish I had a copy of the PDF file for, I don't know if I have it on this one or not, for Kendra's card challenge. It's like maybe we could just make sketch one. Let's see. Trying to think if I have. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking. I don't really know where I would find it on my. I think it's on the phone I'm filming with, though. I guess not. I made a song for Melissa, y'all. I won't play it. I don't have it. I do have this though. I just don't have the measurements. So that would be the first sketch. Let's pull it. We can do that. We can do this. We can be resourceful. We can just go, okay, where's all the cards at? Where are all the cards at, Linda? Linda, what'd you do with them all? They're not here. I don't know where I put them. Where did I put them all? I took a picture and entered them into the contest. And if I want to enter the contest for May, I have to make another whole set. I don't know where the first set is. All right. So I know I'm just going to use these scrap things I got here. Gosh, I wish I could find that. All right. Let's see. Did I take an individual picture? I don't think I did. Nope. No. So I'm opening up the picture and I need a matting and I need 3 strips, a circle. Okay. Pink isn't going to work with my chicken. Let's use a different color. What color should we do with chickens? What about, I'm just reaching over here into this pile of papers I've got over here. I think that color will work. See, what else have I got over here in this mess? Just look in your mess. Your mess, they would say on craft roulette. I don't like that color. Going through my scraps, guys, my scraps. So those are pencils. I don't know if you guys can see them. They don't really go, it's not really like chickens. So that'll go with the gingham. Hmm. I have more gingham. I don't know if I have a color that I want to go with that. We got blue. Got some purple right here. I don't want to do purple. Oh, there's another blue, but it's shaped differently. Blue and purple? Oh, I can't see the chat. You're answering me. I can't see it. I got that sketch pulled up. I got blue and purple for a chicken. Well, there we go. Right back at the pink. How about we do, we're going to do something. Let's see. All right, I don't want to use the Preppy Bright because that's what I used the first time, I thought. But I don't want to use the same color scheme. I want to use a complete different color scheme for, oh, hey, that one might work. Yeah, the chicken will go good with that color. I'm not calling this Kendra's card challenge because the measurements are not going to be right. Okay, I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna use these colors. So I need 3 stripes. That's like a banner. And we want these stripes that way. All right. I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip. So this is a 6x6 paper, so I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip for those colors. Then I'm going to do it again. For that color. Well, that wasn't 1 inch, Linda. That was a 1/2 inch. Or 3/4 of an inch. It was 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to cut this one down to 3/4 because I want my measurements to be the same. I can use that on something else. And then I'm going to cut them down to 5 1/4. 5 1/4. I don't want that one cut off. I want this one cut off. 5 1/4, and you probably I'm off screen again, guys. Sorry. Okay. Get this one 5 1/4. And then we need a third one. And I think we'll do the orange. And we're just going to cut it at 3/4. 5 1/4. Totally not colors I would normally go for. Totally will be a different card than what I normally would use. So we've got an orange stripe, a blue stripe, and we got 2 stripies. But yeah, we'll put the orange. Now we'll put the dots in the middle because I just think that'll look. Actually, I like that better than the straight orange. Then I'm gonna cut me a 2-inch circle. Oh, I didn't put that in all the way. So that is like, will have to use for when I need a 1/2 circle. I didn't put that in all the way. Got to go in all the way to get the whole circle. I like the punch because it's easier than pulling out. Okay. Alexa just scared the heck out of me, guys. She just started talking for no reason. That scared me. I'm home alone. Hearing a voice talking to you is really weird. I don't even know what she's telling me. Ooh. Alexa, quit listening to me. Oh, I think I needed a bigger circle, guys. I think that one's, my chicken's too big for the circle. Oh, we could do it like that. And then it can be like the moon behind the moon behind the chicken. I'm refreshing this page. Okay. And now I need 2 little tags. And I need a mat to go under this, which I think that color will work, right? I think it'll work. So let's cut us a 4 1/4. No, a 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to cut 5 1/4 by 4. And these will line up just like that. This is really old pattern paper from Pink and Maine that I got. I'm using. And we'll put our. And then we need the Dumafachis. So I'm going to cut one that is 1 inch. I'm going to say 2.5 inches. And then I think we'll use the orange side. That's not the orange side. And we'll do this one 3/4 of an inch by 1 3/4 of an inch. Don't, if you want the measurements for the Kinder's Card Challenge, you're going to have to go get the PDF because these aren't the measurements. These are off the top of my head measurements. Let me see. That's not going to do what I wanted to do. we didn't need this to be 2.5. Let's cut that down to 2. I know the blue gets lost with the background. We're going to solve that though. We're going to fix that. We're going to resolve that because we're going to get us some broken china and we're going to make the blue a different shade. We should actually, you know what? Let's see if we can make it more greenish blue. I'm looking for a peacock. Or just use peacock feather. All right, mermaid lagoon will work. Mermaid lagoon will work. And it's a blue family, so I'm just gonna, yeah, see, we're gonna change the color of this. And you know what? Before we do that though, we're gonna do our fishtail. So that way we can ink that properly too. So we're gonna do this a fishtail right here. I think that'll go good with the orange. Where'd the orange go? Oh, there it is. This one's awfully huge. It's awfully huge. And we'll fishtail this thing. I'm trying to remember what the thing looked like. All right, and I'm going to start. I almost think I should make that yellow. Just going to ink blend these edges here. Just ink blend the edges. Is everybody at work today, or what is everybody doing today? What are y'all doing during the day? 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Oh, almost 2 now. It's 1:50. So I've been on for an hour now, I think. I think I've been on for an hour. My back says I've been on for quite a while. So you've been in that chair a while, Linda. Give it kind of a vignette-like effect. Just like liven up this blue. Blue is a little pale. We could have made it like cloudy like we did the cards. There we go. I think that's good enough. Just to bring it a little life. Just to rake it up a little. Work it up, work it up, work it up. Okay, now we're gonna glue this down. Actually, we're gonna tape it down. We're gonna tape. Can you see me? No, I'm off the table. About now. There we go. I'm not that good at using tape. It's like so I get a little like nervy, like anxious about it because if you put it down and it's not in the right position, it could tear your paper and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I'm not saying this is KCC 18's sketch, but it is definitely inspired by Sketch 1. It's I'm casing it for sure. Just the measurements I don't think are correct. All right. I'm going to put tape on this too. Quiet in the chatterbox today. Everybody's busy. Busy, busy, busy bees. Busy, 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 busy bees. I bet Hawaii's chasing boys out of the village. All right, so now I'm gonna peel my tape. And what happened is I put it underneath that other one. There we go. So guess what's coming today, guys? I got an email that my prize pack from Simple Stories is coming that I won from Scrapbook Cards today. I don't know. I don't know where Hawaii is. She I don't know if she's lurking or she's chasing boys out of her village or I don't know. I know where she is. She hasn't been here today. And she didn't get here till late yesterday. Later in the chat, like right when I was about done. Then she came in and started bing, 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 boing, boing, boing. And it's like, it's quiet in here without her. All right. So look, guys, is it lined up right? No. It's skinnier over here than it is over here. So if I wanted to, I could just trim that off and trim that off. But I personally am okay with it. It's homemade, not Hallmark. All right, let's see. Which order did we want these in? Like that? Yeah, I think so, like that. Don't know where Hawaii is. Oh, I didn't tuck that tape in there. Oh, there you go. Tuck the tape inside. Go. So any tape that's hanging over, guys, tuck it where you want it before you lay it down, unlike what I did. Get off my fingers. It's not like me to make 2 cards in one live, guys. And I'm slow at this card. Imagine if I had to do this stamping and the coloring and everything. I'm a slow crafter. All right. I just set right here. Oh, that almost like fades in with that blue. I do like these colors together, even though it's not like my normal color scheme. That's kind of why I went with it. And that's one of the things I'm liking about. Thanks for pushing. Well, you didn't push me. You just kept doing them. And so then I was like, okay, I'll do it too. But the KCC challenge, I kept telling myself I couldn't do it because the last time I tried, that one time I tried, my brain just like couldn't keep up with the cutting measurements. I got so frustrated. But I think part of the frustration was not the KCC. I think it was environmental. I think my frustration was environmental, not so much the KCC challenge. So, all right. And let's line this one up like that. That's pretty by itself like that. I just wanted to put a sentiment on there. I probably should have done a bigger circle or a smaller image, but I don't have a sentiment on here either. What we're going to do though is we're going to use these guys. I think this should be smaller. I think that just looks too fat. I think it looks way too fat. And I think that circle is probably supposed to be bigger too. But we're going with it. We're going with it. So I'm going to glue that just like that. Because that's how I'm laying them down. That's how I'm laying them down. Oh, I'm getting near the end of this bottle, Linda. I'm going to have to refill the bottle. I'm going to use a different glue though, so I've got to use, I'm going to be using it all up before because I want to mix my glues. Not that I don't think it'll really do anything to mix them up, but you know, you know. All right, and that's going to go about right there. Yeah, my circle should be bigger. That doesn't look right, does it? I'm going to say it is, and I'm just going to glue that right there. Just put my glue. Still need a sentiment also. I'm just going to pop that right there. I don't have I think that's what's supposed to be here. Our sentiment, and then our chicken. That's what we need. That's how it needs to be. So we have our chicken there with our sentiment there, right? Let me see. Let me look on the camera. I can always put my chicken right there too. All right. Let's use you're a tough old bird. You're a tough old bird. That's what we're going to stamp on that. Yeah, I like that. You're a tough old bird. This time we're not heat embossing though. We're just stamping our sentiment on. Good thing it's a circle because it won't matter if I put it wonky or whatever. You know, as long as it's straight in the middle between, it won't matter which way the words go because it's a circle. Hi, Debbie J. Oh, I didn't get it in the mail yet, but hold on. I'll show you something in a minute. Like I said, it wasn't my best thing I did the other day, but did you see it yet? Um, where'd the picket fence ink go? I have got a huge mess. Look, Debbie, I was making cards too. Not today, but the other day. Mine aren't spellbinders though. See, got king. Make it actual playing card sizes cards. I love your Joker you did last night, but see, I made cards too. I'm looking for it's under my stamping platform, under my Misty. Aren't they cute? It may take me a while. If I start now, I may have them done by Christmas, and then I can give them to the grands in their stockings for Christmas. You know, give them each their own cute little deck of cards. Okay, they're not spellbinders though, so just heads up on that. I have to get it loaded to my computer, and then because I can't. Yeah. All right. All right. So it says you're a tough old bird. And we're gonna You know, Debbie, I really would like to do a collab with you one day. Okay, you don't care what company? Awesome. Awesome. Awesome possum. And then we're going to put our little chicken on there. Bark, 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 bark. Yeah, I'd like to. Um, if you ever need a spot for somebody, just let me know. You know, you ever need a spot filled in or something. So there we go. It's not the exact measurements for sketch one, but so we made You're a Tough Old Bird, and I didn't do the card base, I just did the card mats. And then I did Sometimes You Just Have to Say Cluck It. And then shake, 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 shake your card, shake your card. So that's what we did today. We did this first, then we did this. Linda made 2 cards, y'all. And then I want to show Debbie one more thing. If I can find it. I have to mail it. I was going to mail it today and I didn't get it out in the mail yet. And like I said, it's not my best, but it was like, you were my inspiration for craft roulette. The scissors and you. Just like, there's your scissors. Now those are spellbinders. But look, now it won't be a surprise when I finally get it in the mail, but that's the craft roulette card I made. And I did reverse stamping for that fairy because I only have that fairy, the fairy going that way. So I did reverse stamping for that fairy. And I ripped the paper to give it that texture. I don't know if you can see it. And the shape, the size of it is not your normal size. It's okay. You need all the pics? Okay. I'll give you all the pics. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of crafting. I did this one too the other day. So yeah, I got a lot I could show you pics. I've been coming on here every day around 1 o'clock. I did that one. Isn't that cute? So, all right, guys, that's it. I've been on for, guys, I made 2 cards in an hour. And actually, it took me longer than an hour because I stamped and die cut and colored all my chickens before I came online this time. See, I got all my chickens done. And for this card, I already had my frame cut out and my background thing. I had everything cut and ready to go. But if I want to do 2 cards in one live, then this is how I'm going to have to do it. So there we go, guys. I did it. I did more than 1 card. All right. Everybody have a great day. It is that time. The last song of the live, even though there weren't a lot of songs. I didn't get my supercalifragilistic in or anything. All right, guys, don't forget, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that share button and share it out. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Bye. So long, farewell. Ba-dum, 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 bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, dum, dum.